10 technology things nobody ever explained to you. Have you ever heard someone casually mention the cloud, cookies, or Bluetooth and wondered whether everyone else received an instruction manual that you somehow missed? You are not alone. Technology has changed so quickly that many of us were expected to simply figure it out as we went along. New words appeared, new buttons appeared, new warnings appeared, and somehow everybody acted as though we should already understand them. But here is the truth. A lot of people do not understand these things. They have simply become good at pretending they do. So today we are going to slow down and explain 10 common technology terms and ideas that nobody ever really took the time to explain properly. No jargon, no judgment, and no assumption that you should already know. Let's get started. Number 1. What is the cloud? Let's begin with one of the most confusing technology terms of all, the cloud. Despite the name, your photographs and documents are not floating around somewhere in the sky. The cloud simply means that your information is being stored on another computer somewhere else, usually in a large building filled with powerful computers called servers. For example, when you save a photograph only on your phone, that photograph is stored physically inside your phone. But when you save it to iCloud, Google Photos, OneDrive, or Dropbox, a copy is also stored on the company's computers and made available to you through the internet. That can be helpful because if your phone is lost, damaged, or replaced, your photographs may still be available. The cloud also makes it possible to see the same files on your phone, tablet, and computer. But there is one important thing to remember. The cloud is not magic, and it is not automatically private. It is simply someone else's computer system. That means you should still use a strong password and turn on additional security whenever it is available. Number 2, what is the difference between Wi-Fi and the internet? People often use the words Wi-Fi and internet as though they mean the same thing, but they do not. The internet is the enormous worldwide network that connects computers, websites, videos, email services, and online information. Wi-Fi is simply one way your device connects to that network without using a cable. Think of the internet as a highway system. Wi-Fi is the driveway that connects your house to the highway. You can be connected to Wi-Fi but still have no internet service. That might happen if your router's working but your internet provider is having a problem. You can also use the internet without Wi-Fi. Your smartphone may connect through a cellular network using 4G or 5G. That is why your phone may still open websites when you leave home, even though it is no longer connected to your home Wi-Fi. Number 3, why does every website want you to create an account? It sometimes feels as though every website wants your name, your email address, and yet another password. Why? Sometimes an account is genuinely useful. It allows a company to remember your purchases, save your preferences, store your files, or let you continue where you left off. But accounts are also valuable to companies because they help them learn more about their customers. An account can tell a company what you viewed, what you purchased, how often you returned, and which advertisements might interest you. That does not automatically mean something dishonest is happening, but it does mean you should stop and ask whether you really need an account. If you are buying something as a one-time purchase and the website offers a guest checkout, that may be the simpler choice. And never reuse the same password everywhere. If one company suffers a data breach, criminals may try that same password on your email, banking, and social media accounts. Number 4, what are cookies? No, not the chocolate chip kind. A website cookie is a very small piece of information that a website stores in your web browser. Cookies can be useful. They may remember that you signed in, keep an item in your shopping cart, save your language preference, or remember that you prefer larger text. But cookies can also be used to track your activity across different websites, particularly for advertising. That is why so many websites now show messages asking whether you will accept cookies. You will often see choices such as accept all, reject all, or manage preferences. You do not always have to accept everything. Necessary cookies are usually required for the website to work. Advertising and tracking cookies are often optional. When possible, look for a button that says Reject Non-Essential, Necessary Only, or Manage Preferences. It may take an extra moment, but it gives you more control over how your activity is tracked. Number 5. Why do apps ask for permission? When you install an app, it may ask for permission to use your camera, microphone, contacts, photographs, or location. Sometimes that makes perfect sense. A video calling app needs access to your camera and microphone. A navigation app needs your location. A photo editing app needs access to the photographs you want to edit. But the permission should match the purpose of the app. A flashlight app probably does not need access to your contacts. A calculator probably does not need your microphone. When an app asks for permission, pause and ask one simple question. Does this app need this information in order to do what I am asking it to do? You can usually change these permissions later in your phone settings, and on many phones, you can choose options such as allow only while using the app instead of allowing access all the time. Number 6. What is Bluetooth? Bluetooth is a short-range wireless connection that allows nearby devices to communicate with each other. It is what connects your phone to wireless headphones, a hearing aid, a car stereo, a keyboard, a smartwatch, or a portable speaker. Bluetooth does not usually connect you to the internet. Instead, it creates a direct connection between two nearby devices. The process of connecting them is called pairing. Usually, you turn on Bluetooth, choose the device from a list, and confirm the connection. Bluetooth has a limited range, often around 30 feet, although that varies depending on the device and surroundings. It is generally safe to leave Bluetooth turned on, but avoid pairing with unfamiliar devices. If you see a connection request that you did not initiate, decline it. Number 7, why does everything need an update? Software updates can be annoying. They arrive when you are busy, they sometimes move buttons around, and occasionally they make something that was simple feel unfamiliar. So why do companies keep sending them? Updates usually do three things. First, they fix problems. Second, they add or improve features. And third, most importantly, they repair security weaknesses. Criminals are constantly looking for flaws in phones, computers, apps, and web browsers. Once a company discovers one of those flaws, it may send an update to close the opening. That is why ignoring updates forever can be risky. You do not necessarily have to install every update the moment it appears, but you should not postpone important security updates indefinitely. One word of caution: install updates through your device settings or the official App Store. Do not click a random pop-up on a website claiming that your computer is dangerously out of date. That message may itself be a scam. Number 8, what is two-factor authentication? Two-factor authentication is one of the most useful security protections you can turn on. You may also see it called two-step verification or multi-factor authentication. Normally, you sign into an account using a password. With two-factor authentication, the account asks for a second form of proof. That might be a code sent to your phone, a notification in an authentication app, your fingerprint, or your face. Why does this help? Because even if someone steals your password, they may still be unable to enter the account without that second step. Think of it as having both a key and a deadbolt. It takes a few extra seconds, but it can prevent a great deal of trouble. Whenever possible, turn it on for your email, banking, social media, shopping, and cloud storage accounts. And one very important warning: never give a sign-in code to someone who calls, texts, or emails you asking for it. That code is meant for you alone. Number 9. What happens when you click a suspicious link? A link is simply a shortcut that takes you somewhere else. Most links are harmless, but a dishonest link may lead to a fake website designed to steal your password, credit card information, or personal details. Some links may also try to persuade you to download harmful software. The good news is that simply seeing a suspicious message does not usually cause damage. The greater danger begins when you click, download something, enter information, or grant permission. Before clicking a link in an unexpected message, pause. Look at who sent it. Ask whether you were expecting it. Notice whether the message creates panic or urgency. And whenever possible, avoid using the link in the message. Instead, open the company's official app or type the website address yourself. For example, if you receive a message claiming there is a problem with your bank account, do not use the link in the message. Open your bank's official app, use a trusted bookmark, or call the number printed on the back of your bank card. And number 10, what can artificial intelligence see, remember, and store? Artificial intelligence tools such as ChatGPT can be extremely useful, but it is important to understand what happens when you share information with them. An AI tool can only respond to the information it has access to. That may include what you type, any photograph or document you upload, and sometimes information from earlier conversations, depending on the tool and your settings. AI does not automatically know everything about you. It cannot read your mind, and it does not secretly see your entire computer simply because you opened a website. However, you should still think carefully before sharing private information. Avoid entering passwords, social security numbers, complete banking details, confidential medical records, or anything else you would not want exposed. Treat an AI conversation somewhat like a conversation with a capable assistant you do not know personally. You can ask for help writing a letter, understanding a difficult concept, planning a trip, organizing a recipe, or learning how something works. But you should still protect sensitive personal information. And always remember that AI can sound confident even when it is mistaken. It is a useful assistant, but it is not an unquestionable authority. Let's bring it all together. So let's review. The cloud is simply information stored on computers somewhere else. Wi-Fi connects your device to the internet. Accounts help websites remember you, but they also help companies collect information. Cookies store small pieces of website data. App permissions control what an app can access. Bluetooth connects nearby devices. Updates fix problems and improve security. Two-factor authentication adds a second lock to your account. Suspicious links should be verified before you click. And artificial intelligence can be useful, but it should be used thoughtfully. None of these ideas is especially difficult once someone explains them clearly. The problem was never that you were not capable of understanding technology. The problem was that technology kept changing, and nobody stopped long enough to explain what the words actually meant. That is exactly what this channel is here to do. No jargon, no judgment, no wasted time, just straightforward explanations that help us all feel a little more confident and a little more in control. Which of these 10 topics would you like me to explain in greater detail? Leave a comment below because your question may become the subject of an upcoming video. And if this video helped clear up something you have always wondered about, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. So, thanks for being here. Let's keep learning together.